A secret camera in a high school locker room. The former school security coordinator accused of hiding that camera faced a judge today. Investigators say they recovered hundreds of videos from a camera that belonged to Fernando Bustos. 12 News' Kendall Keys reports, with parents outraged.
I felt hurt. I felt violated. You know, my daughter felt hurt. She felt violated.
Brandon Hobbs has a daughter who's a sophomore at Cristo Rey Jesuit High School. He says his daughter is an athlete and often uses the girls' locker room.
As a father, you know, that hurt me, knowing that my daughter could possibly be on one of those tapes.
Prosecutors accuse 41-year-old Fernando Bustos, the school's former security coordinator, of hiding a camera in the girls' locker room. The school says they fired Bustos in early February for performance reasons. When cataloging items Bustos left at the school, school leaders found the secret camera containing video files. Investigators say they recovered hundreds of videos from the camera's memory card, including one video that showed him installing the camera inside the locker, then locking it shut. According to the criminal complaint against Bustos, there were also videos of minor-aged students in their undergarments and undressing in the locker room. Hobbs says he's outraged.
I'm extremely mad, you know, because you send your kids to school thinking that, you know, they're going to be looked after, you know what I'm saying, taken care of.
Bustos appeared in court Thursday pleading not guilty to one felony count. 12 News has learned he's a former Greenfield police officer and is on the Milwaukee County Brady list, a list of officers accused of dishonesty, bias, or crimes. He's currently out of custody on a $750 bond. 12 News tried to reach him at his Greendale address, but he did not come to the door. In Milwaukee, Kendall Keys, WISN 12 News.
In a statement to 12 News, Cristo Rey Jesuit High School said in part, quote, Cristo Rey Jesuit High School stands in solidarity with our students and families to see that Fernando Bustos is brought to justice. You can read the full statement in this story on the 12 News mobile app.
So y'all just heard that right there, and I would not have known about this story if I didn't find out about this on Instagram. Now, what's the interesting part about me finding out on Instagram is going to be another video. It's going to be a video that I'm going to insert in here a little bit later. But let me just go and give the rundown, which you just heard right here. So you see this perv by the name of Fernando Bustos, who was installing video cameras into the girls' locker room at this high school to basically be a peeping Tom, you know, video voyeurism. And you know, some people might think that's something that's a thing of the past, because back in the day, that was a very popular thing where people would install hidden cameras in dressing rooms, locker rooms, or basically any place where they would be considered to be private, or even in the bathroom, any place where it involves you having to remove clothing or have to show, you know, a private area where you think you're in your most, I guess you can say, in a comforted area, or where you think no one is watching. You'll never know until stuff like this gets exposed. And this guy right here, they said that he has had, like, there's hundreds, maybe even more videos that he has in his, that he had of him recording these minor girls in these locker rooms, undressing, getting dressed, changing, anywhere where he can catch a peep. And they caught him on the camera installing these cameras, and that's how they were able to catch him. They also go on to say that he used to be a cop. They need to go and look into his files and investigate those as well, because I'm willing to bet that he's probably been engaged in some very perverted activity while he was a cop. Now, while all of this is very, very, very disturbing, to say the least, the video that I came across that led me to the story itself is even more disturbing. So what I'm about to show you right now is what happened when the school board came up, when the school called the school board to come to the school and have the parents address them about the situation and what they were going to do about it. And I want y'all to see how the school board reacted. So y'all see what's going on right here, but in case y'all don't get it, let me go ahead and read the caption. It says, Crystal Ray High School security discover hundreds of videos of girls changing in locker room. The school board tries to leave without answering angry parents' questions. And at the bottom, it says, parents, don't let them leave. So as you can see, the school board, who was mainly the people that was dressed up wearing suits and carrying briefcases, got confronted by the parents who were rightfully angry about what was going on after they wanted to come down there and quote unquote address the situation. And when they didn't get, I guess, the vibe that they were probably looking for, and because I guess they didn't seemingly have the answers, they decided we're just going to get up and we're going to leave. And the parents was like, oh no, we're not letting you leave. You saw that one guy hop up and he ran, and there was another woman beside him. They blocked the door. They stuck their arms out to keep them from leaving, and some other parents kept trying to keep them from leaving. And if you look in the video just now, they raised up another door, which I didn't even know that was another door. I thought that was just a window, to try to let them leave that other way. So they were going to basically try to leave without taking any accountability for what was going on or not answering the questions that the people had. Like, you agreed to come down there to address this situation, and now you just want to up and leave? Oh no, see, now that means we need to have your job. Y'all getting paid all this money, and I've heard how much these school board members be getting paid, like the superintendent and all of them. They be getting paid like 6 figures. And that was a controversial thing too, because you know they keep trying to say that they're going to do away with DOE, with the Department of Education and everything like that, and people was bringing up how much these school board members make all this money and don't really do anything for the schools or the students themselves. Like, they just line in their pockets doing whatever it is that they want. So kudos to the parents for blocking them from leaving. I don't know what came from it after they blocked them from leaving, but it seems to me, I don't know if anything got resolved. Hopefully something did, because what I thought was also very interesting, and that's going back to the perv himself, is that he got a $750 bond. I can't believe I pretty much forgot about them mentioning that he got a $750 bond. So I don't know, so that means he only had to pay $75, because it didn't say $7,500 where he had to pay $750. He got $750 a bond after they saw him installing these cameras into those locker rooms, and they still allowed him to be out pending the investigation. So yeah, I don't know if that was after or before the parents had the school board come down there, because if it was after, I can see the anger and why they went and blocked those doors to try to keep the school board members from leaving. Like, you get called down there to deal with a very serious situation involving these parents' kids, and you just up and leave because the parents was being too hostile. You're lucky all they were using was their words, and it didn't turn into a full-blown riot, which I'm sure some people probably wish could have happened considering the optics. So that's not looking too good on the school board of this district. But again, kudos to the parents for doing what they felt they had to do and trying to stop them from leaving and making them, the school board, they made it worse for themselves by trying to leave, because now people see it for what it is. Y'all just don't care, which many people aren't surprised by, considering a lot of people don't trust the school board to begin with and haven't for years. All y'all are there for is to collect a check. Y'all could care less about them kids. Y'all can care less about the conditions of these schools, and it's pretty obvious that you can care less about the well-being and the safety of these kids, to be honest with you. You don't care about their school grades or their test scores or anything else that people can try to put onto them as being a negative. As long as you're collecting a check, that's really all that boils down to you. And how they displayed themselves in that video is a prime example of that.